Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back. It's me, Matthew, or MJ for short. Welcome back to our Planet Zoo Console Edition Let's Play. In today's episode, this might be our last or second to last episode, guys. Yeah, so it's been a while since I've been recording Planet Zoo. And maybe because I finally got the African wildland, African expansion of the grasslands expansion, which I'll be using for the American Zoo coming up for our next season. But I think I'll quickly show you guys around the improvements I've made in the past couple of days. As we look out on the massive plain of baobab trees and marula trees, spreading vast through the park as the elephants sing their wonderful melodies, and the lions with their powerful roar. The final episode of the zoo has arrived, ladies and gentlemen. Well, technically, the next episode will be like a big tour episode. I'm not going to do them both in one episode, that would be right. So we'll have an entire tour of the entire zoo next episode. And yeah, guys, so this is it. This is our final episode, I guess, of building the zoo. It's gonna be hard to move on, honestly. This park has been going for such a long time now. As you can see over here, this is our enclosure for all the white rhinos. Let me show you guys. So yes, since last episode, I filled in these little gaps over here, rocks and stuff. They look very nice. Also over here, the lowland gorillas. I'm probably going to do the same over here and just all around until over here. I don't want guests to see the massive wide abyss, I guess, like massive fields of grass. I don't want to see that. And since we're currently at 91%, we should probably first do the enclosure, then do everything else. That way we can at least spare up on some complexity meter points. Now we have the lion enclosure. Let me explain to you guys something I found really interesting. So, since last episode, if you remember, we had 3 albino cubs, triplets actually, from the albino female, right? As standard. Now, see, they've all grown up already. I've already sold them off and stuff. So, since during the episode reading, we've gotten, I think, 5. 5 albinos. You might think to yourself, wait, how do you get 5 albino cubs? Because both of them had albinos. I don't know what the chances of this are. They all have like amazing genetics. So like you have like I think four or five. I'm not too sure. I have to look around. I think it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, 5. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5. Okay, cool. Making sure. So we had 5 of them in total. Siddiqui, Ayodela, Ningabile. And over here we have Zawadi. Now, also interesting everything is that this area, since last episode, has been getting like a lot of attention for some reason. I think it's because the albino cubs. I think I don't exactly know why. Because last episode we actually weren't getting this much actually like business over here, so I don't know why this is the case. But I don't mind. I don't mind. Since we're this area, I'll probably just surround it with grass and stuff, or I'll see what I'll do over here. I don't know. Because I was gonna originally make it like a part of the zoo, like remove the entire area and then just make it like a little area and then everything else. But I'll think of something else. That's fine. We'll do like a time lapse or something. The gorillas have had kids. I think 2 kids officially. You see a little look around here. Okay, here's one. And where's the other? I know he's around here somewhere. Okay, I can't exactly find him at this stage. I think up here in the keep area. That's another thing. You guys see this like a little stuttering over here? Yeah, that's another problem. So whenever I log into this zoo, this is on franchise zoo, what happens is for about like maybe 5, 6 minutes, I have to just sit here, pause the game, because the game essentially freezes for like a solid 5 to 6 seconds. And I've been looking up online, what could cause this. And weird enough, I've looked at some areas, looked at like similar zoos that have like 90%. It isn't the objects. Surprisingly, it isn't the objects. It's the guests. Because they actually render 4,000 individual moving pieces of like AI constantly moving around. Which that means that there's 4,000 like I guess you could say like AI units constantly moving around. That is definitely very taxing for the game. The Austins also render the staff too, which we have like at least over 60 to 70 staff, which also could just completely bork the game. So that's a definite issue I'm seeing now. But it's fine. I don't think we'll be using the zoo much after we've completed it, or at least we shouldn't get any more because I've seen the guest cap is at a 4,000. So I think that's just an internal system to ensure that nothing happens with the game. My PS5 doesn't turn into a freaking PS4 and blast off to the Mars. So here's the Safari. So as I said before, since day one of the zoo, I've always wanted to have a southern rhino safari type enclosure, and it's it. So I built this building, the Safari Lodge. Well, it's called Safari Tour, Safari Lodges. It will suffice. I originally wanted to make like a hotel section too, but this building low is like 5 to 6% complexity meter, so I'd rather just stay safe. That's definitely like a concept by next year though. I want to make like a hotel like lodge type thing. I would like to do maybe like outside like a massive American bison enclosure or like cougar enclosure. I would got like a couple ideas of that. So in here we have this little restaurant. It's wonderful. It's great. We have like a bunch of information stuff. Yeah, as you can outlook onto the rhinos. And over here we have like a little outpost viewing area. This is essentially just for looking at the rhinos from like a different perspective. Yeah, that's another thing. The path. If you look at the path here, I'm not going to say this, but I'm going to say it. Jurassic World Evolution 2's pathing system is better than Planet Zoo's. Saying it. Yes, it is true. Look, Jurassic World, for all its faults in some aspects, it still has the edge over Planet Zoo when it comes to just the pathing system. It does. I don't understand why we can't just overlap paths at this point. Why we can't just connect everything and have no issues, but I don't get it. I really don't get it. So that's the first thing of many issues I've had with this enclosure. That and just the sheer lag issues I've had. Because keep on, this is about 42,000 square meters. This is completely unnecessary. I could like literally chop this enclosure here, and that's enough space. But of course, this entire zoo is about spectacle, really. If the massive mountain range that is completely unnecessary didn't already clue you guys in, this zoo is all about spectacle. That's literally it. It's all about spectacle. So that's a big thing. So we're gonna put the rhinos in. I've bought 5 of them in total. I've bought 5 rhinos because that's the maximum you can have. You can have 4 females and 1 male, which is, I guess, I honestly want more, but I don't want fighting, and I don't actually want infighting in the enclosure. It's gonna be a pain in the butt to solve. Yep, the animal market is still the worst thing to ever exist. That's fine. I bought those things a while ago. Yeah, you can see I bought a bunch of them. You see, so we got one. Who's the best male we got here? So we got 83, 80, 80. Okay, cool. You're fine. I want a young male, actually. Okay, you can do. Is it your first fertility is not that reliable, though, my friend. Okay, what about you? So you got 83, 67, 67, 83. Okay, you have generally higher stats. Okay, cool. We can take you. Boom. Boom, not you. Boom. Cool. 5 African rhinos. Yeah, I wonder how many. Actually, I haven't read it. Like, that's one thing I wish I did more in this series. I actually like going in and reading about the animals because there's just like some pretty cool facts in the Zoopedia I didn't even know about the animals. So for the next zoo, I'm definitely gonna be like having like this like little highlight, maybe like small like little highlight sections, like talking about the animal or something. I'll definitely do that. And this is another glitch. When you select like multiple animals, it just highlights it and doesn't really highlight everything else. I wonder, actually, come to think of it, is the enclosure complete? What the? This is strange. Give me a second. I'm back. I don't know what actually happened there. It's very strange. So give me the flippin' restart screen. So, okay. So I think we're going to start off with just letting the animals into the enclosure. Make sure that the barriers are up for this enclosure. It's fine. Fine. Make sure everything goes through here. It's fine. Okay. It's good. Okay, good. Very good. Cool. Right. Enclosures up. So click at the animals in here, and then we'll see what the tolerance are. Because I don't really pre-check the intolerances. I wish I actually did that on the website. Like the actual website for the plans, they just show you the actual tolerances for the animals. It'll make my life so much freaking easier. Well, no, you can say ZPD now, like the length and stuff. That's fine. I'm just looking for the plants tolerance. How much plants I can put in the enclosure. Oh, it's gonna give me this glitch again. Great. Oh. No. Oh, this game is well, I guess to be fair though, it sure is alright. Okay, so if we get the enclosure certified with the mechanic, cool. So it should be like this, easy. Keeper, easy. Cool. Now, currently the ride is being tested, so I'll have to close it down then open it again because I don't want to have people going through immediately. So we got, let's see, how many toy vehicles we got? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So how many people can we pack in here? Let's see, so we've got 2 people, we've got 3 seats, 3, 6, 9, 12. 12, okay, cool. Okay, that's a good amount of people, I think. Let's see. As the cleaners run with the boxes full of rhinos, let's see who gets there first. Wonder how big they'll be. Whoa. Okay. Hmm. They're pretty big. It, the fence might be a little bit too small. Okay, and they also run. Okay, this is actually very good to know for future zoos. The animals can run across the track because like for some reason I thought like since it's so uplifted like there's a lot of barriers. I thought like they can run across. They can also sit on it. This is also not something that might take notes of. Okay. I wonder if they attack. No, they wouldn't. So then again, I don't know. We'll see. So we got. Hold on. Okay. For a second, I thought we had 6. Okay, so where's the mail at? Battery choice is complete. That's good. Jared, get your butt over there. Get to researching the southern white rhino. Cool. So, where's the mail at? Okay, so alright, so that's not bad. It's probably like what 30, 25%. That's not bad. Okay, so let's see. So they're gonna need too much long grass, not enough soil. Luckily for you, soil I can do a lot of. I can apply a lot of soil. There we go. Make like a little, I think, open plains area over here, I think, and then we'll have like some. I think we'll have make like imagine an open plains area, like a river or something. Over here we'll have like a nice little shelter for them. It'll work out perfectly. There we go. There we go. And the rest of the area we can just use for trees and stuff. Cool. Here's what I like to do is I like to take this like soil palette and then just combine with like grass because it works very well. I might actually want to try some more maybe coarse sand maybe. Coarse sand could work too. Let's see. Okay, a little bit too much sand, but it's fine. Let's do something like this. It's a nice blending. Cool, there. That works. Perfect. So I'll cut back to you guys when I'll just quickly build up the enclosure and stuff for them, and then I'll come back to you guys. You see, so is anyone coming up here? Okay, there's some guests. So as we see at the animal visibility range. That's fine. Cool. I'll quickly come back to you guys. So it's been about 4 or 5 hours. I've been playing very conservatively with the last like 4 or 5 remaining percent of the complexity meter. We didn't have during the entire thing. It jumped to something like it was like 92 to 97 for some reason, and I was just like sitting here because money in this game is now becoming a problem for some reason. I don't know why. I had to. So apparently, what happened was I increased the ticket prices, right? So originally, they were like it's like 36, 37, child and adult. And I realized, oh no, you can really double it because since I have so many like high ticket animals, you can just keep doubling it. And I did. So it's now about I think like 75 per child and per adult, which that is a lot of money. So as you can see over here, we've built this area. We've covered everything we can and trying to conceal as much as we can. Trying because I realize with plants and stuff, it's really a pain in the butt to actually get everything done. So we're at 99%, and I'm pretty sure the extra like 1% is just for animals and stuff. So I'm going to keep it like this. So I'll give you guys a quick little tour of the place, the new areas, and then we'll end the episode off, I think. So over here, we've completely covered the area with some smaller rocks and stuff. Because essentially what I was thinking of doing was this area is more or less like a more like Africa, like it's like a more like a widespread out thing. Like the more further you go out, the more wild things get. You know what I mean? The more I guess in nature techniques you can go, and that's kind of like what I want to do, especially like around the mountain area. As you can see with the baobabs and stuff, there's so many baobabs over here, which I do love. And it's a nice little contrast between some of the enclosures. And over here is the new rhino enclosure. It is somewhat bare bones, I do know, but it's the best we can do with the limitations that we've been presented. So we have about 3 children inside the enclosure at this current moment, which I think already like one of them is already matured, so that's not we have already had 4 children, 1 matured, 3, right, in the enclosure. It's ended up surprising, like I like it a lot. I've actually done so. I was very angry in a sense, like how can I cover this area up? And first thing I could just sink the baobab's tops into the ground and then just use that as tree cover. And it makes sense. It makes sense on paper. So yeah, I just did that. Now this area, I don't know. I don't want to do that because I'm so scared that because look, this game is essentially very volatile. Essentially, if I do anything wrong now, the game might freaking crash. Because that's what happened like the past 5 hours. It's constant crashing because the game is struggling to render everything. It is struggling. It really not the PS5, like my PS5 isn't overheating or anything. I've checked. It isn't overheating. Nothing's happening to it. It's just the game itself is for some reason just stuttering constantly. It's definitely the guests. It's definitely the guests. It has to be the guests. So I think we did this area. I filled in this area with some rocks and stuff to make sure this guests can see out. Because again, I don't want guests to look out into the abyss. That's it. It's weird that the elephants aren't getting like a lot of business, but surprisingly, the rhinos, right? The rhinos are getting a load of business. It's actually like I honestly like love this build of mine here. It's actually somewhat quick and convenient because since it's like essentially a safari, gift shop, and then restaurant on top. So what happens is people go to the restaurant come down. Like people go to the safari, go out, go to the gift shop, then go to the restaurant, and then buy drinks from the drink shop. So this is actually like a very effective setup. The problem is just the economy. I think of the game. The game is shot essentially. The entire economy of the game is shot essentially. Weirdly enough, to the lowland gorillas, they've also wait a second. Where are the lions? I know they didn't. Oh, of course. Oh, why do you do this to me, game? Okay. So here you are. Where's Eben? Okay, over there. Yeah, so I can't do anything about this area. Look, essentially, out of mind, it's without the lions, I couldn't have bought the elephants, I couldn't have bought the hippos, I could not have bought the gorillas, I could not have bought the rhinos. So, yeah, I mean, I could just delete this entire area. I might do that. I'm typing like go say in the comments what you guys think. We'll just come back and delete this area once. But I think since this is like our final episode of the Zoom, it is complete. Um, we've learned lessons along the way. Definitely, we made some like massive lessons. I think. I don't want look in my mind. This is what I wanted. It's semi-realistic, semi nice, beautiful enclosures. Like I've got to be honest. I think my favorite enclosure out of every single enclosure in the zoo has to be the lowland gorillas because I think it's like the most effort I put in besides like maybe like the lemur cafe. This is probably the most amount of effort I've put into an enclosure. Just out of everything in the zoo. And then of course my favorite like centerpiece of the zoo has to be the mountain. It has to be because look, come on, for this thing took such a long time to put together. So many hurdles had to be crossed. The train tracks and stuff had to be finangled and jangled in places in ways I didn't even think was possible. And as the snow settles in on our small European zoo, well, I guess African zoo that's in Europe, I think we're going to end the episode here, guys. So, well, this is not a final episode. We're going to have one more episode. That'll be the tour episode where I just walk through the entire zoo and just have like look at the animals and stuff. I have bought a bunch of wild dogs so we can put them in here just for the final episode. We've come a long way, I think, from a small little zoo with a little warlock enclosure. Those are just made of logs. Good sweet memories. I still remember the time if we opened up the American Planet attraction. We had spent all that time building the wonderful Lima jungle, the Lima Cafe too. Oh, that was wonderful. The aardvarks and wild dogs, the train tracks going down into the I guess lowlands. The wonderful African elephant house, which they've had many children, by the way. They've had many children, surprisingly up to 10 children. All of them just keep cycling in and out constantly. You could have like three or four of them in this enclosure. Three or four children. I mean, look, the game I'd say is a 5-star zoo, but in my mind, this is a 5-star zoo. We have the biggest ticket animals. And rest assured, this Planet Zoo series of ours is not going anywhere, guys. Man, we might do a little hiatus. We'll definitely do a little hiatus. But when we come back, I'm going to have a bunch of stuff prepared. I'm going to have set pieces all prepared stuff. I'm going to have a bunch of smaller ideas and stuff. I'm going to be scrambling down. I've got a bunch of stuff in the background currently I'm working on for Unearthed the North American Zoo. I think I should stay tuned for it. So I'm thinking of starting a new playthrough in the meantime while I get everything ready. That might be the Cyberpunk 2027 Let's Play. I might play through that game a little bit since it's similar to like Ghost of Tsushima and Red Dead Redemption. I've heard it since the 2.1 update is pretty good. I'll go try it out. So it's also like kind of like a little mini announcement too. I'll also announce it on the community page. Oh, danger! You know, it's another thing I actually wanted to say. For some reason, the animal alerts haven't worked. They're like for like the past like 5 episodes. I don't know what the heck has happened, but now all of a sudden they work. So I was like wondering why there's like a bunch of protesters everywhere, and now I realized because I could never see the animals alerts. And but reaches is complete. Almost done on the rhinos. So that be done, and then of course, yeesh, Cassandra's slow. It's fine. I think we've pushed the limits for this for this entire zoo, I think. And yeah, guys. Besides for this being the final building episode, I think it's almost time to say goodbye to Zeki Safari. Had a wonderful little time with this zoo. And yeah, guys. If I don't see you tomorrow, good evening, good afternoon, and good night, folks.